Good evening, Commanders. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's doing okay out there. I have been developing my Conflict 47 army force, as regular visitors might know. And it's mostly been lighter forces so far, paras, and lighter vehicles like the Chevrolet truck that the Special Air Service used to use, and jeeps, stuff like that fit the thematics of it. But then I've got some heavy armour. I've got these guys that I did in my last Conflict 47 video. These are grenadiers with their assault rifles and experimental Tesla rifles, etc. So I think they need something heavier to transport them to battle. So I see them coming on to the field, shooting off their experimental guns, pew pew. There you go. No expense spared on effects there. And then I think they need to go back to their fallback and evaluate the weapons and how they were used, etc. So I see them as having a little bit more of a command section, a little bit more of a stalwart transport capability. So for this up-armoured ability, we're going to use this Rubicon M3 Halftack. How exciting is that? I think it's going to be brilliant. So it's an armoured vehicle. It's not soft-skinned, so that's pretty good if you're a bolt-action Conflict 47 player. It just means, I think, generally that your troops get a bit more protection as they're rumbling into battle. It's festooned with machine guns as well, which I find very exciting. And I think these troops will enjoy being taken to battle on this Cadillac of armoured personnel carriers. That's what I'm going to dub it. So very exciting. There's some kind of history on the back as well about how they were used in America, and there are a couple of variants in here too. Rubicon, if you get a box, there's going to be variants, put it that way. So let's have a look at what's in the box. Very exciting. I don't have to go through cellophane on the outside because the parts inside are generally packed in cellophane separately, which they are. There we go. Let's put the box at the back here so we can keep an eye on it. Lovely. So what do we have? We've got instructions. Wonderful. 4 pages, so that's not too complicated. I think there's complications on the models. It's detailed, put it that way. It's detailed, but not overcomplicated to construct, I hope. So there we go. Put those over there for the moment. Decals. Nice. I notice here, look, if I can focus on that properly. Not an expert on camera work, me, by any measure. I think is that a Red Cross? I think it is. So you could do an ambulance, couldn't you? M3 ambulance. That would be ace. I think wicked. Like that a lot. Then we've got two full sprue bags and one. There we go. One kind of superstructure. So we'll probably go into that one first because that's the easiest. But how, I ask, how I hear you call, will I get into this impenetrable barrier? Oh, I have no idea. Let's have a look. Excalibur. Yes, Caliburn is with us once again to save the nation. Oh, it's getting harder there. It's getting harder. You know I've seen, I think. But how could we replace Caliburn, eh? How could we? There's no way, is there? But in we get. Nothing can stand before it, of course. There's the superstructure of the M3. Very impressive looking. So we can see the bare bones of the machine there. What a good start that is. Let's have a look at the next sprue here. Not really. I've had a bit of a look at these before, but not a great deal. No expert model maker or artisan, as you might know. Here we have. Ooh, what's that? That's part of the transmission, is it? That'll go on the front. The wheels will go underneath it, I guess, like so. Brilliant. That'll be the transmission there. So everything will be built up on top of that, I imagine. Brilliant. Chunky wheels, very important indeed. Shock coils, that looks like, because obviously it being a half-track, it's got wheels. So it's got shocks for the wheels, it looks like, suspension coils. We've got the gentlemen there that steer the vehicle to victory. Track units there. So it's got a track on each side, so I'm guessing those are 2-part units there. Maybe they'll stick together before going onto the model. I don't really know what the other bits are. I guess we'll find out as we go along, won't we? on to the next. Oh, very good. Keep the knife going away from my clumsy fingers so that it doesn't end in tears. There we are. Oh, crinkly bits of cellophane there. Whatever shall I do with them? Very important to dispose of them environmentally and properly. Very good. And what do we have here? A number of machine guns there. Look. Yeah, I see a number of machine guns there. Unless they're in two parts and you stick them together, there are a number there. I mean, even if each one of them represented two, there's like 3 machine guns there. So five different pieces for machine guns there. So maybe they're 5 different machine guns. I don't know. Goodness, I wouldn't want to attack that, would you? Certainly not. Very good. So great, let's have a go at pushing this together, shall we? Wonderful. So depending on the version you have, you've got the M3 or the M3, is it A1? Is it? M3A1? Yep. You've got a couple of holes on the back there, I think it is, that you can drill, which I'll use my handy drill for. And there we go, so it's the M3, and then the M3A1, there's another couple of holes just in the bottom of the wheel arches there to drill out to. Brilliant. There we go. Now you might, the observant among you might have spotted that in the stock frame build, I actually put the tracks up the wrong way. So I've corrected those now. And it shows what an expert I am. Not that there isn't a hint elsewhere the way up they might go. So done. We are, put a bit of paint on, not an expert job. You guys out there will do far better than I will, won't you, Commanders? Definitely. And we're ready to go. So my M3 Halftack is now ready to convey my grenadiers with their experimental weapons in to test them on the enemy. So when you are ready to send your expert and futuristic troops to a battle of future past, make sure you get a proper Cadillac of APCs like this one. Take care.